The computer. Alrighty. How are you doing today, Whit?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I'm so excited to have you on today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to do this call with me. First off, just tell everyone a little bit about yourself. Like, what do you do? Your lifestyle currently.
All right. So I'm a working professional. I work in human resources. So days can get a little hectic and a little stressful. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of a soon-to-be 2-year-old.
Whew.
And so, yeah, just trying to juggle, making time for myself, making time for the hubby, making time for my daughter. It's a
That's
lot. So, but yeah.
just juggling it all. So when you first started the Get Your Life program, what was your main concern or your main struggle at the time?
Yeah. So, in the beginning, my main struggle was just finding time for myself.
Yeah.
Um, I always put myself last, especially once I had my daughter, it was always, what does she need? And, you know, let me make sure her schedule's together before I make a routine for myself.
Mm,
Um, and so that was just my biggest struggle. I was very motivated to work out. I wanted to work out. It was just finding the time to work out. And then when I had the time, I didn't want to think about what I was doing. I just wanted someone to tell me, hey, this is what you need to do. Do this many reps, do this exercise, or on this day, rest day. So that's what I needed in that moment.
yeah.
Just I didn't have to think. I'm like, okay, let me just find 30 minutes, 45 minutes in my day, and let me just run downstairs and work out. So
Yeah.
that worked for me.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. So, okay, so it was 12 weeks long. How do you feel? How did you feel coming out of the program? And were you able to like overcome any of basically just that time constraint that you've been struggling with when it comes to like just making a little bit of time for yourself, for movement, whether that be meditation or anything like that?
Yeah. So, um, one of the things that I started doing when I was in the program was actually scheduling my workouts on my work calendar,
Oh yeah.
blocking that time off, and just sticking to that. I work from home, so I'm here all day by myself. My daughter is in daycare, my husband's at work.
Yeah.
And I can easily just get stuck here behind my desk and just work, work, work. Um, but just making time just to have that hour to myself. Um,
Yeah.
and so once I got into a routine of doing that, I felt so much better. Um, my sleep is still a little crazy. I mean, I got a little kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. It's not gonna be perfect, of course. Of course.
Yeah, but the moments that I did was able to sleep a full 8 hours. I slept very well. I had more energy.
Yeah.
Um, so those are just some of the things that I just noticed just right off the top of just making time for myself. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So what kind of advice would you give someone who's kind of seeking for professional guidance as well, who's still just kind of like on the fence or just uncertain of how like online health coaching and accountability coaching will go for them?
Well, I think part of it is one, you have to make it up in your mind that this is something that you really want to do first. So
Yeah.
start there. But I would say, and I'll just say, after I had my daughter, when my daughter was about 3 or 4 months old, I
Mhm.
had an online trainer,
Yeah.
and that training style wasn't the best for me being a new mom and postpartum, and it was very hands off. Um,
Mm,
but working with Coach Ty was just so different. I mean, if you're looking for accountability, she's gonna check in with you.
I give you
I think you may have messaged me and said, okay, too much accountability, not enough.
what you need. Let's find that medium for you. What's gonna work for you?
Like
Yeah.
let's work. What are your goals? And just to have meetings with her, just to say, okay, what do you want to get out of this program? What are you trying to accomplish? Let's celebrate our small wins. You know, everybody's not going to come out and say, oh my gosh, I lost 15 pounds in 1 month. I mean, some people do that, but, you know, she's like, okay, let's look at your inches. Let's look at, you
Yeah.
know, how are your workouts going? What else did we do? Oh yeah, our the monthly videos that we did
Yeah,
that
the monthly group coaching calls. Yeah, the
yeah,
group coaching
just
calls.
to,
Yeah.
just to show our improvement. So it's like, let's track other things. Are you getting stronger?
Yeah.
How's your sleep? Are you eating better? And those are some
Look
of the
how she
things
took this class.
here because I don't know, we focus so much on the scale. And I think one time you told me to throw my scale away. You're like, stop focusing so much on the scale. Weigh at the beginning of the month and then weigh again at the end of the month. And let's just talk about how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And so I needed that because I was putting so much pressure and stress on
Mm-hmm.
myself just to be perfect. And life happens, you know, kids are going to get sick, work is going to get busy, but the key is just to pick up where you left off.
Yes.
And so I mean, if you're struggling with trying to make a decision, I would say one first, make sure it's something that you do want to do,
It.
and then you know, as far as having a coach that's there, that's gonna actually talk to you, like this is the program that you need. Just
Yeah.
the check-ins, the weekly, like the
Happen.
Friday, like
Happen. Fridays
after
happen. Yeah.
call, just to talk about your wins for the week, like that's important. And it's also good when you're on those calls and you can hear some of the wins that the other women are doing.
Yeah.
And we don't always just talk about fitness. Sometimes people talk about journaling.
Yeah.
Sometimes people talk about their water intake. And I mean, it's just motivating. So yeah.
I'm gonna cry like that. Okay, okay. Okay, thank you so much, Whit. I truly appreciate your honesty and transparency. This is the reason why I created all of this, is to really just be able to reach women that, again, are just so busy, just time consumed with their life, honestly. So thank you.